Despite Mamba's ominous proclamation that she had claimed dibs, the next few days went by uneventfully. Sure, there were plenty of significant looks and lazy attempts at seduction. Still, Mamba made no particularly spicy or forceful moves, other than to occasionally make obscene gestures in my direction when Pinky's back was turned, usually in full view of Blossom. In the space of those few days, I performed one more public act of heroism. Well, kind of. A cat was stuck in a tree, and I thought it might be good publicity to be seen helping with matters of that nature. I was going to need the public on my side if this was supposed to be a long-term venture. As such, having random citizens spreading stories about me being generally a good guy sounded like a smart play. Unfortunately, after a brief discussion with Dr. Luna, I discovered that such trivial stunts weren't enough to justify getting paid. He did buy me a milkshake, though. It was pretty good. It was Saturday night. Well, the local equivalent for Saturday. When I said Saturday, they somehow all knew what I meant. I could chalk that up to the magic of the translator chip, I guess. The important thing was that the end of the standard work week had come and gone, and the girls finished their busy afternoon streams. They decided to take the evening off to relax. To celebrate our first few days together, Blossom had the bright idea of holding a movie night. "I know just the movie," Mamba said, her forked tongue flicking in the air with excitement between sentences. "Slither into me." She clapped her hands with excitement. "Isn't that the one with Caramella Garter?" Pinky asked with a vicious side-eye. "Yes," Mamba said. "So, what's your point?" Pinky looked at me and back to the snake-like woman. "And she gets naked in that one?" Pinky added. "Right?" Mamba crossed her arms, looking a bit guilty all of a sudden. "I fail to see where this is going." "Are you maybe trying to reinforce an attraction to his folk women in a certain human male in our company?" Pinky said, brazenly laying the accusation out on the table. "Well, sorry if the sexiest actress on Candle Street isn't a unicorn girl," Mamba hissed at Pinky. I chuckled. "I'm down for whatever," I said, smiling at them both. "And you're all lovely, so no need to—" "Is there a fucking movie with a naked flower sprite?" Blossom blurted out in a panic. "Let's get some Flussy on that screen, people!" I sighed in unison with Pinky and Mamba. "Okay." Pinky cleared her throat. "How about we watch Under the Bridge?" she said. "I haven't seen it since I first got here, and I have it on my media center setup already." Mamba nodded. "Oh, I do like that one," she said. "Isn't that the one about the host who falls in love with and marries her capsule puppy?" I felt my own cheeks blush at that, but they were nothing compared to the pink on Pinky's face. Yes," she said. Mamba grinned a wicked grin. "Works for me," she said. "As long as I can sit next to Brocky."
"Oh,"
Blossom said, her tone lower and darker than I'd ever heard it.
"Oh, I better have just misheard that."
Mamba rolled her eyes and pressed her breasts against my arm. They were surprisingly soft and smooth, and even huger than I'd given them credit for. "You don't own the concept of cute nicknames," Mamba said.
"I own that one!"
Blossom fumed.
"Find your own!"
Mamba teasingly pressed a finger against her lip and smiled thoughtfully. She said. "How about Brockstar?" she suggested. I cocked my eyebrow up at her. "Why that?" She shrugged. "I gathered you're quite a singer, so you're like a rock star. Also, you have a unique connection to stars in general."
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.